Hello and welcome to Legal Basics with Sarah Law Global, and my name is Sian. Today we are going to talk about protection of your interest in property. And specifically, we are going to talk about registration of a caveat. Who can register a caveat? A caveat can only be registered against property if a person has a registrable interest. A registrable interest would mean that an interest that is so legitimate that if it was to be enforced, then the rights of the registered owner on the property would be limited. So who can limit the rights of an owner on their property? First, it's their spouse. If you're married to someone, then the law would require them to seek your consent before they transact in property, whether they're selling it or renting it or leasing it out. Secondly, a beneficiary of property, either under a succession or under a trust agreement, would also have the right to register a caveat. Third is a purchaser for interest. If you have gotten into an agreement for sale with a person and you have paid a substantial deposit and you have sufficient reason to believe that this property will either be disposed or it will be tampered with, and you're going to lose something in the process, then you can also register a caveat. So how is a caveat registered? First, you can do it through your lawyers, but some people will choose to do it themselves. So you will go to the lands office where the property is located. Then you have to fill in some forms. So some of these forms, some of the information that you have to fill in the forms will include your name, the reason why you want to register the caveat, and then you have to attach your evidence. So if you're a spouse, for instance, and for some reason, maybe your significant other has become rogue and you think they're going to dispose this property, you will have to attach evidence that you're actually a spouse. So this would be your certificate for marriage. If you're a purchaser for value, you would have to attach your agreement for sale. If you're a person who has contracted under a lease agreement, you will have to attach the lease agreement. So before you register a caveat, you have to ensure that the interest that you want to secure is registrable. Otherwise, the caveat will not be registered. What is the effect of a caveat? A caveat ensures that a transaction cannot be performed on that specific property unless you're contacted. So that way, your interest will always be secured because this land can neither be sold, it cannot be given to any financial institution as a security unless you have been informed and you have agreed to it. And then it helps to maintain status quo until the issue has been settled. I hope this has been helpful. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. Email us at saralawglobal@gmail.com. Stay safe and stay alive. Goodbye.